On a long stretch of east-west road, A and B are 2 points such that B is 350 kilometers west of A. Okay. One car starts from A and another starts from B at the same time. If they move towards each other, then they meet after 1 hour. If they both move towards east, then they meet in 7 hours. The difference between their speeds in kilometers per hour is. I want you to think about it. Take a few seconds or a minute or so, and then you can see a solution, right? Okay. So east west road का एक stretch दिया हुआ है. Okay, this is west and I think this is going to be east. Okay, A and B are 2 points such that B is 350 kilometers west of A. Okay, B is basically west of A होगा ना, तो basically ये A हो जाएगा and this will be B. Okay, one car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If they move towards each other, they will meet in 1 hour. Okay, if they both move towards east, means in the same direction, okay, the time taken is 7 hours. Okay, the difference between their speeds in kilometers per hour is. Okay, so अगर इसका speed मैंने B मान लिया, इसका speed मैंने A मान लिया है, they're asking you the difference of their speeds. Okay, now guys, it's a very simple question. Just one line का solution है यहाँ पे. If you've understood the concept of relative speed, okay, when they're traveling in the same direction, what is the relative speed? The difference of the speeds, right? Which in this case will be B minus A. Okay, relative speed multiplied by the time is equal to distance 350. Okay, or you can simply say the relative speed is nothing but the total distance divided by the time. The total distance is 350 upon the time is 7 hours. The difference of their speeds is 50 kilometers per hour. In the next question, we'll understand the movement or the type of motion between two trains. Okay, the two trains which are running in parallel tracks. Okay, so I have shown two trains here. एक yellow वाला है और एक multicolored है, bluish red white. Okay, so there are two trains. Okay, their speeds are A and B meters per second respectively, and their lengths are L1 and L2 respectively in meters both. Okay, now it is given to me that A is greater than B in this case, right? So what we'll do is we'll keep B fixed, the slower train fixed. Only the faster train moves at the relative speed, right? So in these questions, they'll typically ask you after how much time will the faster train overtake the slower train. Likewise. So to find out the time for overtaking, we find out the total distance and we find out the relative speed and then we divide them. Okay. So here, keeping the second one, the B meter per second wala train fixed, only the yellow wala train, the A meter per second wala train moves, and that at the relative speed. How do we do that? We fix this one and the relative speed by this particular train moves. Okay, so if you observe carefully, अगर हम लोग इस train के yellow train के end point पे focus करें, here, okay, and after a moment, where does this particular point reach? This point reaches here. Okay, this distance, if you observe, is nothing but the summation of the lengths, right? L1 plus L2, right? So the distance traveled by the yellow train is L1 plus L2 in this case with respect to the second train, keeping that fixed. Okay, and since they are traveling in the same direction, the relative speed is A minus B, the difference of the speeds, right? So the time taken to overtake is distance upon the relative speed. Okay, distance is L1 plus L2 divided by A minus B. Okay, in the same way, suppose if these two trains would have been traveling in opposite directions. Okay, exact same logic. Okay, in this case also we keep the second train fixed. Okay, and then only the first train moves at the relative speed, which is A plus B in this case, right? So time taken to overtake will be again the total distance. If you observe, distance still remains L1 plus L2, and then the relative speed is A plus B. Okay, and the time taken is L1 plus L2 divided by A plus B. Okay, let's solve a few questions now, guys, based on this. A 400-meter long train travels at a constant speed of 36 kilometers per hour. Now, before I even begin solving the question, I observed that the distance of the train, the length of train is given as 400 meters and the speed is given as kilometers per hour. Okay, so we first step is we multiply this by 5 by 18. Okay, so 2 5s are 10. So in meters per second, the speed is 10 meters per second. Okay, then we have to find out the time taken for the following. First is to cross a lamppost 24 meters tall. Okay, guys, so this is your train. Okay, 400 meters long. Okay, and there is a lamppost. Okay, अब lamppost को अगर cross करना है, the lamppost का length is 24 meters. Okay, my question is the height of the lamppost relevant to us? Absolutely not. So the lamppost height has got nothing to do with the time taken to overtake. Okay, but you have to understand that now in this case, see, if this is the train is starting here, let's say. Okay, to cross the lamppost completely, the train will have to travel its own length, right? Isn't it? So in this case, the distance covered by the train will be 400 meters with its own speed 10 meter per second. How much time will you take? 400 divided by 10. The answer is 40 seconds. 40 seconds is the answer. Next question. A platform 500 meters long. Okay. So now if this is your train, let's say 400 meters, there is also a platform. This length is 500 meters, right? So the platform, you can imagine it as a stationary train, right? Okay. So to overtake this stationary train, the original train, 400 meter wala length, it has to cover total distance of 400 plus 500 divided by the relative speed, which in this case again will be 10. So 900 but 10, it will be 90 seconds for the second one. Okay, to cross a platform 500 meters long, the train will take 90 seconds. Okay, a platform 500 meters long and 200 meters away. Okay, the difference in this question and the previous one is, यहाँ पे the train is barabar 400 meters long. Okay, the platform also is 500 meters long, but between them there is a gap of 200 meters. Okay, अब guys इससे क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? The only difference it will make is the total distance to be traveled will increase. That's all, right? So the total distance now is 400 plus 200 plus 500, which is 1100. Divide by the relative speed 10 meter per second. The time taken is 110 seconds. So a 500 meter long platform, जो कि 200 meter away है, how much time will it take to overtake? The time is 110 seconds. Last one, a 350 meter long train which is 250 meters away. Okay, a 350 meter long train which is 200 meters away. So this is the first train. Okay, 200 मीटर अवे दूसरा ट्रेन है, and this is the 350 meters वाला दूसरा train, second train, train 2. I'll call it T2. The first train is T1. Now the only problem here is I don't know whether the two trains are traveling in the same direction, okay, or they're traveling in the opposite direction, right? Okay, so since I do not know the direction, I can't find the relative speed. Okay, और उस train का शायद speed भी नहीं दिया हुआ है. Answer is cannot be determined. For this fourth one, the answer is CBD, cannot be determined. Okay, the next one, a 250-meter long train which is 200 meters away and is approaching the train at 54 kilometers per hour. Now it makes sense, right? Now I've been given that it is approaching the train. Okay, means they are traveling in the opposite directions, right? Again, 54 kilometers per hour को हम convert करेंगे meters per second में, तो into 5 by 18, 18 ones are 18 threes are. So the speed of this train is 15 meters per second, right? And for this train, we already found it's 10 meter per second. Okay, the total distance you will travel is how much? 400 plus 200 plus 350. Okay, 400 plus 200, 600 plus 350 is 950 meters. Okay, and your relative speed is 10 plus 15, 25. Okay, so 25 threes are 75, 25 fours are. The time taken to overtake will be 34 seconds. Okay, one more question we'll solve based on this, guys. A 350-meter long train with 200 meter, which is 200 meters away and moving away from the train at 18 kilometers per hour. Now it is moving away means the direction will be basically in the same, like they'll be traveling in the same direction, right? In this case. So let me remove everything here. Okay. So this is the first train, 400 meters long. Okay. Its speed we have found 10. Okay. उनके बीच में 200 मीटर का gap है. And the other train again 350 meters long. Okay, जिसका speed is 18 kilometers per hour. Now 18 kilometers per hour, guys, we multiplied by 5 by 18 and converted to meter per second, which is 5 into 1, 5. Right? So total distance is 400 plus 200 plus 350. As solved previously, it's 950 upon. The relative speed here will be in this case, okay, moving away है, sorry. तो ये 5 ऐसे होगा, opposite direction में, right? जो मैंने देखा था उसके opposite में. So basically they are traveling in the same direction, right? So now relative speed will be what? 10 minus 5. So 950 you divide with 5, the meeting time is 190 seconds. Okay, a train traveling with a constant speed crosses two platforms 96 meters and 141 meters long in 12 seconds and 15 seconds respectively. Okay, so let's formulate everything. Let's say this is the train having length L meters. Okay, it is supposed to cross a platform 96 meters long, right? Okay, again, as I said previously also, a platform is nothing but a stationary train. Okay, so to overtake this particular platform, the train will travel distance of L plus 96, right? Upon time taken is how much? 12 seconds. So the speed of this train is L plus 96 divided by 12. Similarly, in the second case, this length is 141 meters, right? For this 141 meters long platform, the distance the train will travel is L plus 141. How much time will it take? 15 seconds. So speed is L plus 141 upon 15. You equate them, you can cancel out 3, 3. So ये हो जाएगा 4, ये हो जाएगा 5. You can cross multiply them now. So 5L plus 5, 6 are 30, 5 ones are 45, 43, 47, 48. And 4L plus 4 ones are 4, 4, 4, 16, 4 ones are 4, 5. Okay. So now यहाँ से you can calculate the length of this particular train. Length will be 564 minus 480. right? That will be equal to 84 meters. Okay. Now you can substitute this L equals to 84 meters in either this equation or this equation. You will figure out the speed of the train, right? इस वाले में करते हैं for time being. Okay. So 84 plus 96 divided by 12. This is how you will calculate the speed of the train. Okay. So 84 plus 96 is 180 upon 12 is 15 meters per second. This is the answer for the speed of the train. Okay. Now, guys, there is a much quicker way to solve this question. Okay. देखो 96 meters long platform के लिए, okay, the train is taking 12 seconds, right? And 141 meters long platform के लिए the train is traveling for 15 seconds. Okay, दोनों cases में it will of course cover its own length. चक उसको भूल जाओ फिलहाल के लिए. Okay, what is the additional distance traveled? The additional distance travel is 141 minus 96 जो कि होता है 45 meters, right? And what is the additional time? 3 seconds. So can I say the train takes 45 meters के लिए 3 seconds? If the train takes 45 meters के लिए 3 seconds, उसका speed क्या हुआ? 45 upon 3, 15 meter per second. See, it's that simple. Beautiful, right? Okay. So इसका speed अगर 15 meter per second है, पहले वाले केस में travel for 12 seconds, right? तो कितना distance travel किया होगा उसने? Okay, the distance it will travel is 15 multiplied by 12, which is 180 meters. 180 meters travel कर लिया, उसमें से 86 meters was the platform itself, right? So ट्रेन का खुद का लेंथ कितना रहा होगा? 180 minus 96, जो कि आपको सेम आंसर देगा 84 meters. It's as simple as that. Okay. So I really hope that you guys learned and enjoyed this. Relative speed का concept हम लोग और डिटेल में समझेंगे आगे जाके with the help of specific examples and specific applications. So let's see you next time. Bye bye.